Being a man in your 20s comes with the pressure that no one really prepares you for. You're told, take your time, enjoy life, but at the same time, you're expected to start building your career, becoming independent, and figuring out who you are. That's why I want to share 5 harsh truths that I wish every guy in his 20s would hear. These aren't meant to discourage you, but rather wake you up. If you take them seriously, they can completely change the direction of your life. And before we get into this video, I just want to ask that you guys subscribe to this channel. It is a new channel that I'm trying to grow. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first truth is no one is coming to save you. When we're younger, there's always someone there parents, teachers, coaches who step up if we miss. But in your 20s, that safety net starts to disappear. If you miss rent, your landlord doesn't care about your story. If you slack at work, your boss doesn't care about your excuses. That can sound harsh, but it's actually freeing. Once you realize nobody's going to magically fix your situation, you understand that your life is in your hands. I've seen guys waste years waiting for the right opportunity or hoping someone would notice their potential. But here's the truth nobody cares about your potential. People care about results. The only way you move forward is by taking responsibility for everything, whether that be your finances, your health, or your career. It's on you, and the earlier that you accept that, the faster you start building real momentum. That ties into the second truth. Nobody cares about your excuses. Life will throw unfair things your way. You might come from a rough background, have student debt, deal with bad luck, or face rejection. But those things are real. I don't want to downplay them, but the harsh truth is this world doesn't reward excuses. It rewards effort and outcomes. If you miss an interview, it doesn't matter that your car broke down. If you fail a class, it doesn't matter that your professor was bad. If you're out of shape, it doesn't matter that you have a slow metabolism. Excuses make you feel better in the moment, but they don't move you forward. Think about sports. Nobody remembers the team that almost won because of bad calls. They only remember the champion. So instead of explaining why something didn't happen, train yourself to ask, what can I do differently so this doesn't happen again? The mindset shift away from excuses and toward solutions is what separates men who grow from men who stay stuck. Now, here's the third truth, and it's one a lot of men don't want to hear. Your 20s can make or break the rest of your life. This is the decade where habits start to stick. If you spend these years drinking every weekend, eating poorly, and avoiding responsibility, you'll carry those patterns into your 30s and 40s. On the other hand, if you start investing your time into building skills, stacking money, and taking care of your health, those habits will compound and pay off for decades. I'll give you an example. I know someone who spent his 20s drifting, different jobs, constantly partying, no savings. By 30, he felt trapped. Compare that to another guy I know who used his 20s to build a small side business, lived below his means, and stayed consistent in the gym. By 30, he had options. Same amount of time, but completely different results. The truth is, your 20s feel long, but they fly by. 10 years go fast. And when you hit 30, you'll either thank your younger self or resent him. The work you do now determines which it will be. The fourth truth discipline beats motivation every single time. A lot of men wait until they feel motivated to take action. They think they'll start the diet when they're in the mood, or study when they feel focused, or apply for jobs when they're inspired. The problem is, motivation is temporary. It fades the second you're tired, stressed, or distracted. Discipline is what gets you through those moments. Discipline is showing up to the gym when you're exhausted. It's saving money instead of buying something you don't need. It's working on your craft even when you'd rather watch TV. Think of it like this. Do you feel motivated to brush your teeth every day? Probably not, but you do it anyway because that's non negotiable. That's how your most important habits should be. The guys who succeed aren't the ones with bursts of motivation, they're the ones who build systems and routines that keep them moving no matter what. That's discipline, and it's worth more than all the motivational speeches in the world. The final truth might be the hardest to accept, but it is time is your most valuable asset. When you're young, it feels like you have endless time. You think, I'll figure it out later, but later comes quicker than you think. One day you look up and realize 5 years are gone. Money can be lost and earned again. Relationships can be rebuilt. Careers can change. But time only moves forward. Once it's gone, it is gone. That is why wasting your 20s is so dangerous. If you spend them numbing yourself with video games, scrolling endlessly on social media, or partying every weekend, you don't get those years back. When you hit 30, you'll wish you had used them differently. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. It just means you should spend your time more intentionally. Like, balance is key, but you should also travel, build things, learn, and take risk. Use your energy and freedom while you still have them, because trust me, the regret of wasted time is heavier than the regret of failed attempts. So, those are the 5 harsh truths. No one is coming to save you. Nobody cares about your excuses. Your 20s can make or break you. Discipline meets motivation, and time is your most valuable asset. These might sound tough, but they're not here to scare you. They're here to remind you that your life is in your hands. If one of these truths hit hard, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know which one spoke to you. And if you're serious about taking control of your 20s, hit the like button and subscribe because we got a lot more things like that coming.